education is an important component in every child's educational growth and development. Physical education is designed to teach youngsters to be skillful movers so that they may become physically active for life. There are several supportive reasons for the need to have physical education in the curriculum. A quality physical education program provides students with a lifetime of learning that includes goal setting, leadership and cooperation, the enhancement of self-efficacy, a crossover, support, and reinforcement of other subjects, an improvement of physical activity, a reduction of stress, the strengthening of peer relations, and finally, it enhances skill development so that students will become skillful movers. Let's now take a look at different skill themes and movement concepts that should be introduced within a quality physical education program. What exactly is a skill theme approach? A skill theme approach translates into pedagogy teaching of the content for which we are teaching. Physical educators use skill themes to introduce fundamental movements. These fundamental movements are what physical educators use as our main ingredient for success in creating skillful movers for life. The main ingredients consist of locomotor, manipulative, and non-manipulative skills, respectively. The autonomy of these key ingredients must be developed in order for a student to improve in the areas of physical activity. From the easiest skill of simply walking to the more complex skill of active gameplay, individuals need fundamental movement skills for success. How many of you can ride a bike? Kick a ball? Play a game of pickup basketball? For the proficient, skillful mover, these activities come easily to them. For less skill-developed individual, activities like these may feel taxing, uncomfortable, or simply frustrating to perform. All this being said, where does a physical educator start in developing these fundamental movements? A physical educator starts with the basics. For the most part, children enter school at around the age of 5 or 6. During this developmental time period, children love to explore. Their motor planning is simple and their movements elementary. They are learning locomotor skills like running, hopping, skipping, galloping, chasing, fleeing, and dodging. Non-manipulative skills of turning, twisting, rolling, balancing, transferring weight, jumping and landing, stretching, and curling. Manipulative skills of throwing, catching, collecting, kicking, punting, dribbling, volleying, striking with a racket, and striking with long-handed implements. As children develop their individual movement skills, instructors can approach the learning curve by thinking of this progress in terms of a spiral approach. The foundation of these skills start with a pre-control level of basic movement, then progress up the spiral into a control level, utilization level, and finally a proficiency level where autonomy of the skill has been accomplished and exhibited over a long period of time with numerous successful attempts. An individual skill level does not begin at the proficiency level, but at a pre-control level. When a new activity is introduced to students, it should be introduced at a pre-control level. Once the mastery of this level has been reached, the individual needs to be challenged with an activity from the control level. The students are then challenged with a harder level until they have reached the proficiency level. It is not unusual to have to revisit the levels to reinforce the skills being taught. This is the meaning behind the spiral, the ability to move up and down the spiral for success and reinforcement of a skill. Let's now take a closer look at the skill theme of locomotor movement. George Graham and his team of experts from Penn State University created an interactive movement analysis framework wheel to help instructors connect skills with movement concepts. I will refer to this as the wheel. As you can see by the present picture, the wheel is made up of an inner circle of skill themes: locomotor, non-manipulative, and manipulative skills. The middle circle consists of skills like walking, running, turning, twisting, throwing, and catching. Finally, the outer circle consists of the movement concepts of space awareness, relationships, and effort. We have briefly talked about the skill themes and what they are, so let's take a closer look at the movement skills on the wheel. The movement skills on the wheel are broken up into 3 sections. The first section is our space awareness, the next being relationships, and the last being effort. Each of these categories can be broken up even further. My favorite section of the wheel is space awareness. Within this breakdown, we see location that has within itself self-space and general space. Directions include up-down, forward-backward, right-left, clockwise, and counterclockwise. Levels having low, medium, and high. Pathways, your floor and your air, have straight, curved, and zigzag movements. Then finally, we have extensions that have large, small, and far and near. A physical educator can demonstrate the use of this wheel within the classroom by starting their participants off in a pre-control stage. This may be seen by simply playing music and having students travel around the gym floor, keeping in their general space. When moving up the spiral, we may add objects for them to move around in. Locomotor skills can now be added, such as skipping and hopping. Progressing even further up the spiral, we may see students moving in small-sided games. Then finally, we may challenge our students to moving in live game play that consists of more variables. We've briefly taken a look at skill themes and movement concepts. Each theme and concept is unique within itself, and we as physical educators should use the foundations of movement to create skillful movers within our classrooms so that all children can be active for a lifetime. Thank you.